My dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Don't accept that. Let's try again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much. Thank you. I have a few minutes, but I just heard something from Dr. Kazmi. He promised his family that this was going to be the last project he's going to undertake. Well, I promised that to my family last year, that it was the last project that I will take, and here I am with another project. So don't believe that. With that said, with some levity, I think we are gathered here for a very important purpose. And that purpose is a movement that began, as Dean said, way back in 2015 in the fall. I was there as part of the community funders, and I'll come to that in a minute. So we've come a long way. It's been 10 years, and this is an extension. Over the 10 years, we'll be blessed with the opportunity to now expand this beautiful program to the Imam Ali Research Center in collaboration with HIE. The importance of this, particularly in this day and age, the time that we are living in, cannot be overemphasized. Particularly for Muslims. When I came to this country many years ago, in 1996, from the UK, one of the things that I learned about American institutions was, and I was told by a mentor of mine, that if you do not have a seat at the table, you will be on the menu. And this is very serious because we as Muslims need to take a seat at the institutional table. In the United States or wherever we are, we must engage. And the second thing that I learned was, which was a saying in the UK, as it was in the Western academia here, was that forgive me for saying this, I speak very plainly, I speak from the heart. I have no notes. The whole idea was, about 15 years, maybe 2 decades ago, Western academia, be it in the United Kingdom or be it in Canada or the USA, was plagued with an ailment. And that ailment, as Edward Said put it so eloquently, was Orientalism. The idea of others defining Muslims who we are had taken root because we did not have scholars from within the faith who could change that narrative. With the grace of God, there are now universities where we have budding young scholars and not so young scholars like Dr. Kamal here, who have taken up this mantle to reshift this narrative that was left as Orientalism, and we are being viewed with a lens as we should be. Why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because when we set our sights on establishing the Imam Ali chair at the Hartford Seminary, as it was called then, it was with that very vision to say, here's a man who is a genius. Here's a man who is a social scientist. Here's a man who knows government. Here's a man who is a philosopher. He's a man who is a theologian. This was Imam Ali alayhi salam, and that his name was hardly anywhere in the Western academia. Even today, when we look at it, you look at social studies, social sciences, you look at humanities, where is the name of the man who said to his governor, Malik Ashtar, when we went to rule Egypt, to say when you go to Egypt, you will find two kinds of people. You will find your brethren in faith, and you will find your equals in humanity. Treat them equally. This is the justice of this man. When we teach government, where is his name? So it was with that aspiration that we felt that we had to make a start somewhere. And the community came together. Hartford Seminary was gracious enough to accept that we were able to establish the Imam Ali chair at the Hartford University. And 10 years have gone by, and as I say, I don't sugarcoat things. I see them and I say them as it is. Indeed, much work has been done in the recent past. Thank you, Dr. Kamali, for all the work that has been done. But I say this with the greatest of humility, that the expectations of the community, the vision that the community had about the Imam Ali chair have not been totally fulfilled. And this is something I don't want to relitigate anything. I believe in going forward. But the point needs to be made that when we invested the endowment, the expectation was that you would get far more in terms of interaction. Circumstances did not, allow us to do various things, and I'm not apportioning any blame anyway. The whole idea is now to move forward with this great project that we have, the collaboration between the HIU and the Imam Ali Research Center or the Research Center. And that is the direction that I believe we need to take. Last point that I will make as to whether it is academia here, academia elsewhere. In the golden period of Islamic sciences, we had the Ibn Sinas and the Al-Ghazalis and Ibn Rushd and all these great scholars who came through. Something happened. What has happened is they did not have to worry about tuition fees. They did not have to worry about loans. They were there willing to study. The community allowed them the resources to study. We hope that the donor community sitting here is going to assist us to say that no postdoc fellow or no person who wants to study would not be able to study because they cannot pay tuition fees or they would take on a loan. We will only produce the Ibn Sinas of this era when we open this out. My friends, just to give you a perspective, $1 trillion of zakat money is being given by Muslims all over the world. If only we had 1% of that trillion to be put to education, our situation would be completely different. This is the mindset change that this community needs to have. And inshallah, we hope that we will set an example. The gracious community who is here will also set that example to be able to see that the postdoc fellows that we fund are not deprived. We don't want to just have one postdoc. We want to have many. I have overshot my time. This was my sort of one opportunity to address friends to say we have very important work to do. This train has left the station. We have a library. We have a research center. We have beautiful collaboration with the HIU. What are we waiting for, my friends? We need to bring in, and Dr. Kamali will talk to you very briefly in terms of what is it that we're going to be able to do. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.